As a music producer or DJ, your Instagram story might be the most powerful tool you're not using properly. Stories are the most consumed content on Instagram right now. Over half of all views on the platform come from stories. But here's the catch, they only reach your current followers. So why should you care? Because the people watching your stories are your core fan base. They're the ones that are most likely to stream your track, turn up to your show, watch your live stream, and buy your merch. And if stories aren't getting views, replies, clicks, then you're not connecting with your most important fans. I'm Graham from Dance Music Authority Data Transmission, and I've helped over 600 DJs and music producers and artists grow on Instagram with real results. When I fixed our story strategy, views increased, replies skyrocketed, and applications for our radio shows filled up. In this video, I'll show you how to get more views on your Instagram stories as a music producer, connect deeper with your audience, and use stories to move people from casual watchers to super fans. And stick around to the end because I'm going to break down some exact strategies I use with real-world examples that work specifically for DJs and music producers. And I'm also the author of this book, Gather, Give and Grow, the Instagram blueprint for DJs and music producers. And this strategy comes straight from the book, and it's out now. Before we dive in, I put together a free Instagram story playbook for music artists. It's got DM prompts, story formats, tricks that get real results. So comment story playbook below and I'll DM you the link to grab it, or use the link in the description to go and grab it. Most artists think stories don't matter because they don't grow your following, but that's the wrong goal. Stories aren't for reach, they're for depth. The real win, more trust, more replies, more DMs, more connections. And that's what turns passive fans into paying fans. Forget the algorithm, focus on your audience. What do they actually enjoy? What do people actually enjoy? Instagram's CEO even said story responds most likely to 3 key things that actual people like. And number 1, replies. And this is the top engagement. Replies are the most powerful signal you can get on your story. When someone replies to your story, it kicks off a DM conversation. And that is Instagram gold. The platform is built to prioritize that content from people you're messaging. So if someone replies to your story about your new track and you get a reply, Instagram goes, well, these two are friends, they must be close. And now you'll put at the top of their feed the next time you post. It's just great stuff for Instagram. But it's also not just stories, it's Reels feed too. So more replies equal more visibility, equal more trust, equal more plays, equal more ticket sales, equal more merch. Here's an example for producers. Put a behind the scenes clip of your file and say, want me to send you the synth patch, reply synth, and I'll DM you it. Now you've started a conversation that the algorithm sees as a connection. And later I'll show you how to scale that with an automated process and scale that conversation. Number 2, clicks. This is like someone choosing your story from the top bar across the Instagram. When someone taps on your story for the first time, before any other, that's a really strong positive signal. But let's be real, they're just tapping people because they're friends, people they care about already. You can't re-control that, and you can't get the stats or analytics for it, but you can push yourself up that list by getting more views, more replies, and staying consistent. The more people engage, the more you show up. Number 3, likes. That little heart in the corner. That's not as powerful as replies, but it still can help. That little heart icon, it's easy, low friction. It's an easy way for somebody to say, I'm into this, without committing into a message. And Instagram does use those signals to prioritize stories. The trick is to ask for that like. Don't just assume people will do it, prompt them for it. For example, use text overlays. Hit the heart if you'd play this track in your next set. Or if this story made you smile, tap the heart. You're training your audience into engaging in small little ways, and use those small ways to build up reach over time. Now we know what the good signals are. Let's talk about the things that are absolutely killing and tanking your views. Because every time someone skips, taps away, or exits a story, that's a negative signal. Instagram reads that as, this wasn't worth watching. So it shows your story to fewer people. And here are the 5 biggest mistakes I see artists and how to fix them. Number 1, talking head videos that just ramble on. You've seen it. Someone staring into the camera, talking with no plan, and even if they're dropping the knowledge, it's not tight, it's not punchy, and people just skip it. A 60-second rant might feel authentic to you, but your audience, it's an exit trigger. People aren't watching stories for long monologues. They're tapping through fast. So if you had to fix it, if you're going to do this type of video, script it. Or at very least, write down a few bullet points that you need to hit. That'll keep it raw if the intent is to be emotional. Make your point quickly and and add text to give context, and it keeps the clips under 10 seconds. Just know that with this kind of content, you're going to get lower views, but that's also fine. Use it intentionally. Not every story needs to go viral, and some are just for your core fans. Number 2, long video clips, and this is over 10 seconds. Instagram users move fast, attention spans are short, and if your clip drags on, they're out. Even if the content is good, anything that's too long causes decision fatigue. Viewers ask themselves, do I really want to watch this? And most won't. How do I fix this? Man, I feel like Bob the Builder today. Stick to 5 to 7 second cuts. Chop longer clips into multiple parts. Or better yet, rethink how you're going to deliver the same message faster. Think of stories as quick hits, not as lectures. Number 3, link stickers. Now, let's have a little history reminder about these. So before 2021, only accounts with 10,000 followers could have the add swipe up links. Then Instagram replaced it with link stickers for everyone, and it was game changer. But here's the problem. When someone taps that link sticker, it means they leave Instagram, and Instagram counts it as an exit. And exits are one of the strongest negative signals you can send to the platform. Your story is basically saying to Instagram, hey Instagram, I'm sending people away now. And Instagram doesn't like that. So your future stories then get shown to fewer people. And those that use them on every story, you're just going to see lower and lower views. Now, sometimes, as with others, you just have to accept lower views to hit a story goal. And if you want to fix this and still send traffic off platform, use DM replies. Say something like, want the link, reply with track and I'll DM you. Or want to come to the party, reply ticket and I'll DM you the link. This boosts replies a positive signal and lets you deliver the link using tools like ManyChat without tanking your reach. Number 4, sharing feed posts without any context. Here's a big one. Just dropping your feed post and sharing it your reel to the story with no explanation. It's so lazy. No effort, no hook, no reason to care. Stories are people you expect to hear your voice, your thoughts, your vibe, not just a rectangular square with zero personality. Even if the post is great and it's just plonked on stories, it can get skipped. And how can you fix that? Well, add a little bit of extra context, add some voice to it, add some words on screen, say why you made it, say the story behind it. For example, if it's a track, here's a reel of my new track, but let me show you the crowd reaction at the gig. Now that's adding value, not just reposting. Also remember, sharing posts to your stories might help the post reach, but it can actually hurt your stories reach. But know that the goal for each post and each story might be different. Your goal might be to get more views on that post, which is fine, but you need to know that sharing your stories often trades out story reach for post engagement. And each post and each story has a purpose, and your goals can be different depending on that day. So be intentional. Number 5, posting too many stories a day. It's tempting to document everything you do. Each additional story to your post may get lower reach. More stories, more chances for skips and exits. One long story often performs better than 6 half-decent ones. Each of these creates negative signals for the viewer, so i.e. taps forward. This is when the viewer skips to the next part. Skips, this is where the viewer skips past your story entirely. And exits, this is where your viewer leaves the stories altogether. These tell your audience your story wasn't worth watching. And Instagram sees that and thinks, people aren't enjoying this, which means fewer people want to see the next post. So, what's the fix? So instead of trying to cram everything in, you want to post tight, valuable, well-paced stories that give your fans a reason to keep watching. Surprise them, connect with them, give them something worth sticking around for. Still with me? Now that you know what's hurting your story views, let me show you a strategy I actually use to grow them. This next part ties everything together, and it's helped me help artists and myself get more replies, deeper connection, and better results. If you're a DJ or producer, stay tuned, because in the next section, I'm breaking down exactly the story strategies I use personally with real-world music examples that drives plays, ticket sales, and replies. Okay, quick break from that. If you haven't watched my free webinar, The Artist Accelerator, it's packed with strategies to grow yourself as an artist across Instagram, across social media, across Spotify, get more music signed, build a bigger network, and it goes deeper into everything we're talking about here. Comment AA and I will send you the link to grab it, or grab it from the description and go and watch that free training now. Okay, let me show you the strategy I personally use for myself and data transmission. Some people call it the one-shot strategy. One clean story that lands hard and drives action. But I like to call it the RPM strategy, because like any great track, it's built to spin, connect, and build momentum. Because it's all about R, replies, P, posts with purpose, and M, momentum. It's a simple structure with a big impact. And here's how it works. Step 1, just one story in 24-hour window. You don't need 15 panels or a saga. One great story resets your audience attention and keeps things tight. Step 2, text first. Use a photo in the background or plain color with a few lines of bold text. Not a video, not a selfie rant, just text people pause. They read, they digest, and that pause, it's engagement. It boosts the watch time. It keeps people on your story longer. Step 3, the DM trigger. Instead of slapping on a link sticker, which tanks your reach, use a keyword reply. Say something like, want the free playbook, DM story playbook, and I'll send you the link, and that kicks off a DM. Step 4, automate it. Use a tool like ManyChat to send the reply instantly. And even better, follow up after 24 hours. Hey, just checking if you grab the playbook, here's the link again. And that keeps the conversation alive, and it shows up as a connection and a signal to the algorithm, especially when they reply to that reply. The psychology hack. The more DMs you have with somebody, the more Instagram thinks you're close friends. And I use this when I want maximum connection with just one story. This means more visibility for your future stories, reels and posts and everything. You're not just getting one reply, you're building a flywheel of connection. So start more conversations, comment back, set up automations and build stories around interactions, not just announcements. Let me show you how this works with my own campaigns. When I open up applications for new radio show hosts for data transmission, I don't just post a fancy graphic with a long-winded story. I post one bright, punchy frame that says, want to start a radio show in the month that's coming up? We've got spaces for new hosts, comment, DT radio, and I will send you all that info. That's it. Bold text, bright background, DM trigger, and the last time I ran this, that single story pulled in thousands and thousands and thousands of views with hundreds and hundreds of replies. Why? Because it did the 3 things. It created replies, real conversation. It was a single post with a purpose, and it built momentum. Why? Because it followed RPM. Replies, i.e. real conversations, posted with purpose, and it had momentum for future reach, pushing my future stories up the feed for anyone to interact with. And here's another way I use RPM. It's long form text on stories. I post full messages on screen, no video. Why? Because people stop and read them. That pause tells Instagram this story is valuable, and it increases the watch time and engagement. And want to go further, add a keyword and automate the reply. That connection plus automation equals the growth. I use ManyChat to respond instantly. I also get it to follow up 24 hours afterwards to start an even deeper conversation. If you want to learn how to set up that automation part of the process with ManyChat, the replies, the 24-hour follow-ups afterwards, and the conversation flows, comment ManyChat below and I'll send you a free video that walks through it. And it shows you how to set up the whole thing. You'll learn how to build your first keyword flow, setting up auto responses, and turn even a story into a conversation starter that runs on autopilot. Trust me, it is super powerful. I use it. You'll see me use it so many times. Right, here's some bonus examples for you music producers. SoundCloud drops. Share your new track from SoundCloud direct to your stories via the SoundCloud app. It creates a story with a link back to the track. But don't just post it and hope. Add some text. This is brand new on SoundCloud. Hear it here first. Or would you play this in your next set? Tap the heart or reply yes. That little bit extra content gives people to engage, and it's not just a view. The music sticker. This actually connects directly to Spotify, so use it to preview your new track in your stories. It even creates a spinning little vinyl animation now on your stories, and it plays part of the track. But don't just stop there. Add some backstory in words on screen to get people interested enough to click and listen to the track playing on the stories. Make them stop and not just skip on. Overlay the call to action, tap the music icon or stream it on Spotify. Or if you like this, drop me a little heart and I'll let you know what the next release is. Event flyers. Stories are here where your core fans hang out. This is perfect for event flyers, but don't just post a flyer, activate it. Want to come to the party with me on this Friday? Reply ticket and I'll send you the link. Then automate the DM and get ManyChat to deliver the ticket link and keep that conversation going. Studio snippets. Preview a little track sound or sounds and add, want that sample or want to hear this demo first. It creates that connection and shows off your new sound. It can also then link to an email collection to build your email database. This turns every story into an interaction, every interaction into a connection, and every connection into a momentum. If you're serious about growing your brand, your fan base, and streams this year, my full program, The Artist Blueprint, is open now. And we give you the roadmap, we give you weekly support, content help, and I work directly with you. If you're ready to treat this like a career, not a hobby, then this is your next move. Let's jump on a call to discuss it further. Comment the word blueprint or click the word in the description. Okay, let's have a quick recap. Stories aren't just for reach, they're for depth. Cut the fluff, use replies as the main goal, tighten your clip, remove the exit chances, and post with purpose. Grab my free story playbook, watch the Artist Accelerator webinar, and then you're ready to go pro and join the Artist Blueprint. Stories are just part of Instagram, and if you're struggling to grow on Instagram, the other algorithms have changed in 2025, and you should watch this video next, which teaches you how to go from 0 to 10K followers. Go and check this out next. I'll see you in there.